exciting new things in our PantoVision T2. Let me show you how you swipe out your pattern pad. I'll place my pattern, we'll swipe it closed so I have more room to work this way. One of the best new features in the PantoVision is undo and redo. So if you don't like what you've done, you can erase it. And if you want to do it again, just hit redo. Very nice. Now, here I'm going to multiply to do my entire quilt with the multiply function here. So I'll do more until I get my best fit for this row. So I'd consider that the best fit. One really useful feature in the new PantoVision P2 is how you can have a live update. So here, if I don't want this bottom row, I can click on this minus and I'll get 6 rows down instead of 7. If I want it back, I can add as many as I like. Another thing that I can do is scoot the rows closer together, and you'll see all of them scoot closer together, and I can move them apart too. So in my row gap, if it's bigger, they move away from each other, and if it's smaller, they move towards each other. And I can do it by moving the pattern or touching the plus minus. It makes it so easy to set up an edge-to-edge design. Now the best parts, I'm going to ungroup this so that each row is by itself. Now, I'm going to quilt that top row there. Watch what happens. When I go into running view, I can see, I'm going to move my needle to the start point. Can you see what's going to happen here? I have this red line. I have multiple patterns on here. This is called popcorn. So watch what happens as I chase this red line. It's ahead of me and it's showing me which direction to go next. I can go fast or slow. If I want to be zoomed in more, I want this to be a little bit bigger, I can make that bigger. Let's say that I don't stay on my target and I start to lose my red line. I can catch up and get it to catch up to me by saying over here, pause, and then I slide down and say move, and it'll jump to where I am. Now it's where it should be, and I start following it again. The picture is nice and clear. It refreshes quickly so that there's no bouncing around. I am loving these new improvements. And one more great feature is here you can go to settings and add a background image. You'll have to know where you saved the background image. I have it here on my desktop. I have quilt photo, so I'll open that. There's the quilt that I'm going to quilt, and I'm going to reduce the opacity of that so that I can see the stitching over it. I'm going to click OK, and now you can see that that is part of the quilt here, and I can add my pattern over the top of it, adjust the size so that I'm happy, and decide if that is a quilt pattern that I'd like to add to this quilt, which I think it'll look great. Do a few rows. Scoot those closer together. And if I like it, I'm ready to quilt it.